gainers.
The market just opened. Hold on, I need to mute that. Oh my god, I keep having this shit in the way. Alright, let's see what's happened. I mean, Eli has all of these stocks have a long way to go so it can break previous high, which is not a good sign, man. When we see that, yeah, it's not a great sign, because if it's a long way to get to previous high, a lot of buyers will get exhausted or overextended, and they might not continue to keep moving the price up. So it is Monday, so we do like to reserve to just see if anything shows up, any plays come up. But like I said, it's not looking too great when it comes to these stocks that are right now that we're moving pre-market. So yeah, I mean, we can't really do much, man. So I mean, like I said, even the first, but you guys know, in the first 5 minutes, man, I don't really trade anything. I just let things do its course. And but yeah. Oh, my fruity. But we'll just see. Oh. But yeah, I mean, you can see Eli Boom is coming up to that area of 295 that marked. Like I said, a lot of these, yeah. I mean, like I said, man, these have a long way to go, and these are the ones that look really good pre-market. So yeah, but like I said, bro, this is from all experience, man. For me, just watching and observing, and doing it. But we'll see, man. Like I said, anything really can happen. So, I mean, we just gotta wait, and yeah, bro, this is what is trading, guys. It's pretty much just being patient, waiting for an opportunity, see if anything sets up and stuff. Because, yeah, guys, you don't want to take a trade that can. You don't want to take a dumb setup or just take stupid trades and stuff. But actually, this actually looks pretty decent. And it broke the all-time high. You can see 522 here. That one has a really too high of a red candle. Now, if it finishes the green, it finishes up here and then uses the red, then comes back down, then I think we can see a good opportunity there. Which is good. We like to see that. Now we don't. All right, see, that's pretty decent seafood. That's a decent amount of volume. Yeah, we gotta see him. I need this to move a little bit more higher for us to take a little bit more interest on this. There we go. We want to see a pullback. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I do. You can see in the 5 minute that I have areas level out, but it's moving higher, guys. I do want to see a pullback, but this is an insane move. So this is a little bit tricky because I mean I don't think it's gonna pull back to this area right here. We'll just have to give it some time, guys. But I'm liking the way it's looking up, but we do want to see a pullback back at the area. This, I don't know why this just keeps setting that. Oh, fuck. It looks like that's not good. We want to see it had a hold above 540. Too much selling pressure. is pretty much done, guys. I want to see a break above 64 and see maybe we can get a pullback back in there. I mean, I guess it's still holding strong, but we got to see a break above that. I mean, this one had the largest, so I guess a lot of people took their money and ran. More people are taking their money. I guess you can see that it's trying to see 64, but it can't. I thought we were going to see a good opportunity here, man. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we were able to get one, so you know, it is what it is, man. We can't really do much other than, you know, it looked good. Setup looked good. Just unfortunate that we weren't able to get it moved there. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the run, and I don't really want to play the pull. I mean, the pullback back to 552 and play up to 546 because it might not even go up there. I mean, like I said, it's not as clean like we wanted. I mean, yeah, man, it went to 564, bro. End up setting up to a little bit too much. But yeah, we're gonna see if any other stock comes up and play and stuff, and if it does, then great. If not, then you know what I'm saying. We need to hold here, and the next has to beat this volume right here, showing that we still have some strength going on. Finish right below, and that's not good, bro. I mean, like I said, I guess a lot of buyers don't want to come in and take. You can see sellers are coming in 560, 64. Not able to break above 64. 62. 62, 65, 67. And if we wick out of there, then it's not really great for us. But at least if we can hold above here, I guess we can probably see the next move. Aim for higher and stuff. But no, end up look like, bro, it's between people selling and buying. And yeah, bro, a lot of them are just buying and then selling off. If you can stay up here, bro, it shows a lot of strength. There you go. That's what we like to see. Like I said, we don't like getting on that first pullback. We're going to get on the second candle. See if we can get pullback on that area. I like this, holding that 64 mark. But it's high on that volume on that red. All we got to do is give it some time. Wait 10 more seconds, and if it breaks below at 64, that's not a good sign for us. It's not looking good for us right now. That one did had a lot of selling pressure, I'm not going to lie. We need a hold above 64. Hopefully we can get some buyers in. Took us out. I didn't really get to see that. Yeah, this one just barely. Yeah. Seems like it's pulling back to 64. It looked like it tried to pull back at 446 and then it came back. Yeah, I think the thing was is that I didn't see how many of that red volume was there, and the way it finished and just the way it broke below. Yeah, man, just unfortunate. I think we took a little bit of a bigger loss. Not too big, but we took a bigger loss for sure than we wanted. Yeah. Definitely going to eat up some gains from our last week a little bit. I'm not even going to lie, guys. We got to break above, and then we'll see maybe another opportunity if we break above there. But okay. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of selling pressure, bro. A lot of people being scared break through it. Nah, we weren't able. I think the stock is dead. We just gotta take our lick. I think something we could have done better there was basically kind of just already, bro. Like I said, it's just that was too high of a red candle, and then we couldn't even adjust our stop properly. Yeah, bro. Basically, finished above it, but still, I mean, we still got to break 772, and then maybe. E-Lab, bro. I mean, yeah, it's moving, but it got a long way to break previous high. Yeah. There's no volume. Now we saw this playing range right here. Nah, that's not a lot of volume. There we go, 71. Dude, it's not even people right here that is buying. Excuse me. Oh. Damn. $67, $70. A lot of people trying to sell at $570. Can we take them out? A lot of people trying to sell at $570. But no one's trying to buy. this. It broke its previous market high, it looks like. I'm trying to set it up. Damn. Wow. That's why I don't like trading anything less than 2, bro. I really was given a chance. Like I said, I like trading 150 sometimes, but look at that, bro. It's just like the second it hits 164, bro, people end up selling off, and just like that point, it just becomes useless and shit. I'm telling you, this is why I don't like. That's why I don't trade them. But I was taking into consideration. I'm like, you know what? It looks pretty good. It's moving, and then this happens, and then I'm just like, wow. Now I know why I don't really like trading anything from $2. But don't get me wrong. There is cases where it moves a lot more cleaner, but majority of the time it's not. You know, so yeah. I mean, I'm seeing if there's any opportunity. Like it's time to give it until 9:30 and stuff. To see if any opportunities and stuff, but it's just like I don't know why it's showing me this stock right here. The volume is 120.6K and 105. I'm gonna show you almost. Oh well, that one's gone now. This is actually Milan. But is this? How much is it worth? MULN. Okay. Oh, yeah, this it's not looking too great. The way, yeah, it's a little choppy. I don't like the way it looks, the chart, to be honest. So, not something I want to be trading. Like I said, slight incline. Pre 209, but couldn't really hold it that well. Don't want the way that looks. I mean, Cook is coming up in the scanner, looks like, but I mean, dude, the fucking volume is insanely high, bro. That one ended up getting fucked. Been a red all day, bad day to try to use real money. What do you mean, bro? Bad day. You gotta use real money to trade, bro. I mean, I don't think there's any prop firms that are doing stocks. I don't know if they can use trade these type of equities and stuff. But someone chat, but your mind is very courage. KW has too low of flow, easy to get trapped in your order not filled. At Danny, anything looks good to you? Sorry, too high. What, bro? I think everyone else is noticing it's a pretty slow day. I mean, there was ZNA, which looked pretty good, but I mean, we end up getting caught up and spit out basically. Oh, shit, no, time to. Well, guys, pretty much. Either I might take the loss today and just keep moving forward, or let's see. Oh yeah, that should cook. Dude, MUN, I mean, it has high volume and a low flow, but it's just the way it's like looked is terrible when it comes to the chart. You see, Cook is coming up. Quito. KLTO, I mean, it's moving up to the higher highs, but it's too cheap. People trying to sell at 209, people trying to sell at 212, 213, and people are not enough buyers to try to buy up the price for Cook right now. UMAC is about to break its previous high. Wow, that's a huge long buying candle. Huge, kind of sus in a way, right? Um let's see if we can break. Ooh. Ugh. Who's more buying people? We'll see. Spray isn't even that bad too. Look if there's any scanner. UMAC. But kind of looks choppiness. Still has him. Yeah, the chart looks choppiness. Don't like it. Cook. It's coming up in a scanner. Look like it broke above. But can it stay above? That's the question. I don't think we can. Damn. This might not be a good setup. People probably look like they're just trying to get out. Had 2,000 shares at 84, plus almost at 84. 5 minutes so far. Long convicted. They're gonna get bagged. TW, anyone is this Holt? Jeremy Holt can resume at 5 minutes. If they don't, it's another 5 minutes, etc. Is it nothing? Still nothing at the scanner. However, only lost on KLTO paper hands today. Have 10K shares at 43 have just righted. News desk KBVPR set a record date for special dividend. As we bounce up, this there even this one's looking like it's gonna do. Big impulse move. Looks good. It's not the high of the pre-market though. That's the thing. The high of pre-market is at, looks to be, looks to be at 35. stall off near at 35. Huge red volume on the 30-second. It might end up failing. It probably will fail. This is saying a lot of what's going on right now. Today's looking pretty bad. How the fuck does that stock have 471 million with only 12? I mean, it's higher, but this that one's like, what was the? I think there was an all-time high, but the thing is just that this stock is just, it's too cheap, bro, and it's kind of can go all over the place with that. Yeah, LTO, that wasn't nice. Yeah. So what the heck happened to Pink? That comment, huh? Buying, it says this is Tyler the sell in the 50-second, and it was halting where people sell more than people. It says people buying from that. I expect that I would open even or lower rather than higher. Okay, LTO. Yeah, that was cooked. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's nothing much, bro. I mean, still waiting for a fucking opportunity, but fuck. The hell is $76 price? Goddamn. Let me see. Like I said, guys, we're gonna give it like 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna call it if there's not anything SNFX looks like it's moving. Oh, still have a long way to go. I was moving and I was like, oh shit. This, yeah. Even my mentor finished on a loss today and stuff. So, it wasn't the most amazing day, but yeah, I mean, SNFPX, I mean, it's climbing up, but it has a real long way to go. I mean, it's at 4 and it has to get all the way to 495 just to break previous high and stuff, which is not looking too amazing. Now, but the thing is, what I'm liking, and I feel like sometimes it's hard to look at the good side of this. And you might saying like, oh, dude, like what? You might be like, damn, bro, you just took a loss, and maybe a little bit of loss you went on that first trade. But you guys, you got to look at it like this, bro. Like, yeah, I took a loss. I'm still up on the month, obviously. But, hold on, let me see. I saw something. Yeah, nice. Obviously, I mean, that's a good thing to see, but not even that, just that, I mean, I saw what I went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw the setup, but I didn't look at the volume pretty well. I looked at it for a little bit, and I thought, you know what? Maybe it's not bad, but you always gotta look at it before you enter. I think I just gotta make sure I do that, because if you don't do that, that's gonna really cause you a lot of fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're not trying to have that and stuff. So yeah. SNPX. I do have in the scanner. I mean, you can see that move pretty nicely. Like I said, I still got a long way to go. I gotta get to 490. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like before it even gets to see if it breaks above 490, bro. I mean, come on. I mean, it has a good volume. Like, you can look at the 5 minute, a lot of attention on that. But, dude, like I said, it has to get to 490, and then we gotta see if even people are still willing to push the price higher around that area. And if not, then, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I mean, there's not that much we can do other than, you know, accept that shit, you know. You want to see strength at 401 and then see if it can bounce off and then see if we can get a break at 430. Like I said, this wouldn't be bad because you see more volume. This just doesn't beat it. This one's halfway, but yeah, and you guys know I don't really trade these. I like trading stocks that are gonna break when they break up of their previous high and stuff. But this has looked pretty fucking nicely. Now we want to see this candle be able to break or hold this area. 416. That's okay. It can come and retouch again, showing that it can hold, and then it come back and retest this area. Or not, it can just retouch again, and then this next candle has to be broken at 409, and then that could be the next big move. Onto that. You can see the volume is lower on this. Yeah, people are buying. Oh, the seller at 85, but but we hold above and it can go back up. Showing a lot of good strength. There we go, and probably gonna break at 430 nicely. Would like to see that. Oh, but it couldn't hold above. It seems like the seller's at 430. stopping it from moving higher. People just getting. I know what you're saying, bro. You could have probably took a trade right here. Had your stop at right below at 391, bought at 4 something, and then aim for 430. And that's true. I probably could have done that. I'm not saying I couldn't, but the thing is, like I said, bro, we really like sticking to our strategy where when it breaks above previous high, because we just see the most potential when it does do that. But yeah, like I said. But yeah, this would have been a really clean sound. That's something that we should have looked at. We like seeing this. We love seeing a big impulse and then lower red volume candles than the previous green candle. So, and yeah, bro, we like to see. We were like, oh shit, like it passed a little bit. People bought up, and then we got all the way back to 430. But yeah. I needs to break this, and then it needs to go to 490, and then I gotta see a break. I still got a long way. I like this climbing back up at 430. It's a battle. Oh, 415. Can we break it? We go 415. 15. It's a constant battle. Damn, yeah, I can see a lot of stuff. 470, 471. 420. 14, 419. We have 420. 424. 450 broke pretty nicely. Now I like the way he's holding. Let's take a stab here a little bit. I only can buy 3. We saw that this done it before, so I have pretty good might aim for the new highs. 441. 481. 470. That's selling off a little bit. Let's see if we can break. Yeah. A lot of people selling off. Wow. I mean, if you can see people buying here, but I don't think so. Yeah. It's like what I thought, guys. I mean, like I said, bro, like... Let's see if we can try again, but I don't think... Now go back to 430. Nah, it's too. Go bounce off at 230. Which is still 3 shares. Oh, I broke below. Thinking of getting in. I was like, oh, if you can't hold 430, I mean. But we didn't. It was just holding that shit. If it would have bounced off of that area, I probably would have took a stab at it. Maybe aim for 468. But I couldn't. I mean, it's coming back down, maybe back to 401. But I don't know if it's gonna play it off pretty nicely to bounce off at 401 back to 430 though. But yeah, I mean, like I said, guys. I mean, like I told you, man. It's just this is from just over time, just seeing things and understanding. Now, the question is, guys, is that if we see that, I think a good tell, guys, is something like this, bro. I think a good tell is if we see the markets like this, say the top gainers of the market, you know, of pre-market, end up like this, like you saw right here. Make perfect example, man. If the top gainers are, you know what I'm saying, they made a nice move, but then end up setting off pretty nicely, but from some maybe nicely, for others probably not. But if it's sold off like this and it has to climb back up back to the previous market highs, man, that's not a good sign showing the strength of today. Maybe today is this not strength, and that might be the case. I mean, like I said, like, you know, we've seen it before. We've seen this before, so and I feel like for that, my voice cracked a little bit. I think after seeing that, I think that should give us just give us more of like, okay, like, look, the market's not looking too great right now. Let's be a little bit more precautious, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit more aware, and just be careful, you know what I'm saying, be more careful and stuff. And yeah, TOS, lighter crazy, take profit when you have it. Daily continuation on watch over 4.422. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, sell off pretty quickly. Like I said, it damn, that study was nasty. But 440, we want to see if maybe we can retest by 490, see if we can break. Like I said, see, maybe in the next 5 minutes we probably can see something. And yeah. Give me about 455, 447, 450. Come on, can we get 453? Yeah, no. It's trying, but I can't. They're like back and forth. At least if you can hold at least higher right here to the next candle, maybe it can be the next push higher. 453. That's what we're looking for. There you go. If this candle we can finish at least near the new high, and then the next candle to break, that'll be nice. 480, 486, broke, ticked it, bad. That's bad. That's bad, guys. Yeah. I'm telling you guys. I'm not just saying shit to say shit, bro. It has a hard time breaking. I mean, dude, there's just not enough people. There's just a lot of sellers in that area. And there's a dude that was saying if he can hold 422. I don't know why he picked that. Yeah, I mean, there's not no area towards that. Like I said, it take that for 492. A lot of people use this area to get out, and yeah, man, like I said, bro, it kind of sucks. Like I said, I mean, I'm near to come to the end of the day, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm not here to play and shit. How much volume? Nope, barely no fucking volume to play this, bro. Look, 446. Previous high was at this one. Yeah, it's too low of a volume, guys. If it finish off the green, I'll be straight. It's a good bounce off. Oh. Too big of a red candle. Yeah. Oh. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, that doesn't look fun. It looks too sloppy. This one can also have the same problem, probably. VPR. Yeah, sloppy. Alright, guys, I think I'm just going to end it here, guys. I mean, I appreciate you guys coming through. I think we learned something new today. I think, I know. As you see, guys, if you see the pre-market highs, and you see that they did a pretty move down, and you see that they have to struggle to aim back up, I always say, guys, just don't fight it, guys. Don't fight it. Like I said, we got shooken out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We took a trade. I learned that, hey, we got to be more careful. Look at the volume. The volume is super important. It tells us a lot of what's going on. We learned two things today. Number one thing is, if you see the previous high, the pre-market previous high, made a big move and end up setting off on many different charts from the top gainers, it can be a sign of a slow day. It could be a really slow, kind of rough day for trading. For us, right? Because the way we trade, it can be a rough, slow day. If depending on your strategy, it can probably be a great day. But for us, this is considered, you know what, identification of saying, you know what, this can be not so good of a opportunity for us. The second thing we learned is, before even entering a trade, before even considering taking a trade, guys, you gotta look at the volume. You gotta look at the volume. You gotta look on the first two. It's one of the most important, like this right here. You can see this one's a 79, but you can tell this is low pretty volume. 31. And I see it pull back 32, and then climb back up. I mean, it's a steady incline, to be honest. It's probably more of a fucking headache. It's going to be for us. Now, the one thing I do like is that it's coming back with good volume. Kind of look top there. But yeah, it's moving a little too slow. I don't want to give myself a headache. I'd rather just call it off a day. I appreciate you guys coming through. We learned a lot. I think we learned a pretty good amount today. I mean, like I said, I think I gained more today. I gained something more valuable than money today, right? Which was, understanding, what we can identify what it might look like this week. Not week, the day might look like. Now, I don't know how tomorrow might look. We don't know how my Wednesday might look. Yes, we can give an idea of how the week might turn out, maybe from the first few, like Monday and Tuesday, if it shows we're slowness. But that's not really the truth every day. There's always going to be an opportunity. You just got to play your cards right. You got to see how the market's moving. I'm not going to lie. Today was more of a lot of pre-market gainers, end up selling off and had to either struggle to go back up to pre-market high, to climb back up to pre-market high, which they fail off that area, which already shows a sign of weakness. So that's already telling us a lot about how the market condition might look like for today. Obviously, there's gonna be other stocks that are gonna be when we saw ZNA did an absolutely nasty move, and we're trying to find a pullback. But the thing we failed to realize, guys, is that, or not realize, just we failed to notice, is we had to look at the volume before we take a trade, guys. The volume is so important as much as it is with the price and the price action. And I think that's what took us from that trade. I mean, if I were to look at the volume, and really pay attention, I know I looked at it, but I didn't really fully look at it towards the end, because I was looking more of the candle, which is, unfortunate. But I think it's just a learning lesson at the end of the day. I think I learned something more valuable. And yeah, man, I mean, yeah, pretty much like that's it, bro. I mean, there's not much to say other than, we got tomorrow and stuff. We're still up in the month, so it's not like it's a terrible, terrible day. We did lose a little bit more than I wanted to on that trade, but we didn't hit our max stop loss. If we hit our max stop loss, we would have just instantly got off today, because obviously if we hit our max stop loss, that's not good for us. But like I said, I'm gonna be again live tomorrow for Tuesday. You guys don't understand how I was fucking waiting for the weekdays to come in. I was just ready to trade and stuff. So yeah, I'm just ready for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys for another trading day for tomorrow and see how it goes.